One day, deep divers, Alice came to a fork in the road. And she didn't know where to go. Guess who she spotted in the tree? Way up there. The cat down the road. Just chilling there. And she asked the cat down the road, "Cat down the road, which road do I take?" She was looking real shaky, baby. And the cat down the road responded, "Alice, where'd you want to go?" And she said, "I don't know, cat down the road." And then the cat down the road said, "Well, Alice, any road will take you there." All hail the cat down the road. Deep divers, what would we do without the cat down the road? Nobody knows. Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in the magnificent art gallery, the mysterious art gallery. We're just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby, sending you tons of colorful energy. Take that, take that, take that. Now, recently, deep divers, a lot of you have been messaging me. My inbox way full. "Ralph, I feel lost right now. Ralph, I've come to a fork in the road. Ralph, I don't know my purpose in this matrix. Ralph, I've never ever felt so lost before. Ralph, what? I just quit my job. Ralph, what? I don't want to go back to my job." Do you feel lost right now, deep divers? Like your life has no direction? You're looking a bit shaky, baby? Well, deep divers, I've been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. I've been real lost. Like, which way do I go? And no, the cat down the road wasn't around to even give me guidance, okay? But I'm about to share with you something really fascinating. 7 tiny things to consider when you feel lost. Are you ready, deep divers? Yes, Ralph. So am I. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello? There. After this video, you will no longer feel lost. Now, deep divers, I've been lost. I've been lost. And when you are lost, it's uncomfortable, right, deep divers? When you have no bearing, no footing, when you are like a loose leaf, you feel really vulnerable, exposed, naked, no anchor, nothing to hold you down. Oh my gosh, Ralph. When you are lost, it doesn't always feel so great. It doesn't always feel so good. It doesn't always feel so right. But deep divers, I'm here to tell you that it's perfectly natural to feel lost. And don't be in resistance if you feel lost right now in life, because this society, this matrix, wants you to feel bad about being lost. But what if I told you being lost is a great thing? What's the first tiny thing, deep divers, to consider when you feel lost? Sometimes you have to lose yourself to find yourself. Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. Sometimes you have to lose yourself to find yourself. Deep divers, I remember when I just finished university, I was still lost because I was told in this matrix just to get a normal 9 to 5, but I wasn't happy. And that's why a lot of people feel lost. Even people who you see in really plugged into the matrix, they're real lost. But sometimes you have to acknowledge this feeling of, hey, I'm lost, to really find yourself. I needed to be lost. Don't be afraid to be lost, because that's actually how we find ourselves. If you have no direction in your life right now, I'm here to tell you, that's only because you are in the process of actually finding the real you. And you have acknowledged that actually I'm lost. Okay? Some people don't even know they're lost, and they're just going along. You're like, actually I'm lost. And that's a sign you're actually finding yourself. You have to lose yourself first to find yourself. When I was lost in the matrix, following the wrong crowd, just going to clubs every single night, wasting my life away, I reached a point, deep divers, when I was so lost one day, I'm like, where am I going? That actually pushed me in the right direction. Slow motion this side. It helped me to find myself. Deep divers, what's the second tiny thing to remember, to consider when you feel lost? It's okay to feel lost. So how this matrix works, how this society does it to so many people, it really screws people over into a state of self-sabotage. Why? Because it makes us feel bad about being lost, right? It makes us feel bad if we are lost. It makes us feel bad if we don't have a perfect job. It makes us feel bad if we don't have 1,000 subscribers. It makes us feel bad if we don't have a YouTube Gold Award. It makes us feel bad if we're not earning $100,000 every single year. It makes us feel bad if we're not popular. So of course, a lot of us are going to feel lost. But what if I told you everyone is actually lost in this matrix? Nobody really has a clue what's going on. They just pretend they do, deep divers. Slow motion this side. It's okay to feel lost. In fact, it's okay to feel any emotion that's passing through you. Talking to a good friend who's like, Ralph, I feel so lost. She's crying to me on the phone, making me all emotional. I'm like, pass me a tissue through the phone, right? And this was healthy for her to express herself. And I told her, it's okay to feel lost. Because a lot of people, they don't want to feel lost. They would rather take pills, drink alcohol, and actually ruin their whole body in the process to numb themselves. A lot of people in this matrix are numb. If you are feeling lost, it's because you are developing a greater sensitivity to your emotions. You are having this, I feel like this, I feel like that. That's a great sign you are actually in the process of finding yourself and honoring your true needs, okay, deep divers? So realize nothing wrong with feeling lost. It's okay. It's okay. Keep repeating that. It's okay to not know what road to take, because any road will take you there. Slow motion this side. What's the third tiny thing, deep divers, to consider when you feel lost? Realize this today, deep divers. When I had no direction, I realized this was an opportunity to go anywhere. I remember, deep divers, when I had just finished studying, I'm like, okay, wait a minute, I feel so lost right now. Screw this, I'm going to Brazil. That's what I did. I'm like, I can go anywhere right now. I allowed myself that freedom to go anywhere. You see, when you are lost, you have two choices. Live in fear or live in love. Be a prisoner or set yourself free. The freedom of being lost. A child is born with no state of mind, blind to the ways of mankind. Okay? The freedom of being lost when you release resistance is that you can go anywhere. You are flexible. You see, a lot of people, because they're afraid to be lost, they never ever discover something new. Deep divers, how many times have you discovered something new by accident? Or found a new path by accident? You're like, oh my gosh, I was just lost and I found this amazing new place to hang out, right? Happens to me all the time. Sometimes I close my eyes, spin around, then start walking everywhere. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a totally cool new place, right? And that's what you have to consider. When you have no direction, when you feel lost, that means you now have the opportunity to go anywhere. Not all those who wander are lost deep divers. In our society, a lot of people just want security, right? They just want a predictable life, what I call the conveyor belt lifestyle. Going along to get along, doing what everyone else is doing. I realized from a baby, deep divers, I didn't come here to fit in. I came here to stand out. I came here to change things on planet Earth, and that's what I'm doing. But I could only do that when I didn't follow where everyone else was going. I started to follow my own heart. And sometimes this can be alienating. Sometimes you will feel lost when you are only following yourself because there are no other footsteps to follow. What? Stop it, Ralph. Slow motion this side. Quote me on that, deep divers. What's the fourth? Oh, baby. Sign. The fourth thing, deep divers, to consider whenever you feel lost. This is the perfect time. 7-Day Vegan Challenge is that time of the week where we talk about everything food related. To eat to live. And let me tell you, deep divers, I've been a vegan for nearly 15 years. And I remind myself that when I'm eating the plant-based diet, eating leafy greens, kale, arugula, spinach, I'm feeling calm. You see, how you feel governs how you behave and how you think. If you aren't eating right, deep divers, you're not thinking right. Slow motion this side. A lot of us feel lost and we're looking a bit shaky, baby, because we have neglected our health. Because what happens when you feel lost? You let yourself go. You stop eating nutritious foods full of antioxidants and anthocyanins, which actually prevent cancer, like watercress, right? We don't need that when we're lost. We're like, pass me that soda packed full of sugar, right? And glucose, and fructose, corn syrup, right? So make this, even if your life seems like it's falling apart into tiny little pieces, make sure you go to Whole Foods today. Make sure you go to your local farmer's market and pick up some delicious blueberries. Pick up some delicious watercress. Watercress is actually the most nutrient-dense vegetable on the planet, packed full of magnesium, which is really going to help you to calm your nerves and reduce anxiety. Whenever I'm eating watercress, this moves me into the present moment. What is anxiety? All anxiety is created from the desire to escape the present moment. So, remind yourself this, deep divers. Be present with your watercress. Just eat the watercress. Don't think of various other things, therefore allowing yourself to become disturbed. Thank you. Deep divers, what's the fifth tiny thing to consider whenever you feel lost? Consider this, deep divers. Consider this. And remember this, that you are still young. Okay, I'm still young, deep divers. Real young. And that's why I'm never too hard on myself, because I realize, Ralph, Be kind to yourself. Ralph, practice self-love daily. And self-love includes becoming your best friend and not becoming your worst enemy. Slow motion this side. Self-love is about being kinder to yourself. Be gentle with yourself, deep divers. You're doing the best you can. Just because something is not happening right now, it doesn't mean it never will. Like back in the day, deep divers, I was just making videos, even kind of lost, not really knowing where I was going, but I had trust in myself to say, actually, this feels good. When you are lost, go with a feeling. Start doing more of what makes you happy. Realize you're young. Realize it's okay to feel lost. Realize nobody is ever perfect anyway on this planet. Okay, we all sometimes feel insecure. We all sometimes have a moment of shakiness where we're looking a bit shaky, baby, and that's okay. But focus on the inner, focus on what you can change on the inside as opposed to the outside. Change how you respond to situations when situations don't change, because how you respond to a situation, deep divers, literally has the power to change the situation itself. You're still young, deep divers. You're still young. You got the whole of life ahead of you. Ralph, I'm 84. Never mind. Deep divers. What's the sixth tiny thing to consider when you feel lost? Oh, baby. Realize this, deep divers. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to fail. It's okay to fall, but don't focus on the fall, focus on your comeback. Realize you have the opportunity when you feel lost to make this the most epic story in human history. Did you know that I was down and out? Did you know that they sacked me at work, but I came back, I rose like the phoenix? Did you know, deep divers, I left my job and had 0 subscribers. Now I have over 1.6 million subscribers on YouTube, and I've got a YouTube Gold Award. So consider this, deep divers. Realize this today. Your story is not over. In fact, your story has not even begun. So realize this is Act 1, Scene 1. But just wait, till Act 6, Scene 1. Things are gonna be a whole lot better. Deep divers, what's the 7th tiny thing, oh baby, to consider when you feel lost? Realize this, deep divers. Focus on what feels good today. Okay? That's all you've got to do. Focus on what feels good today. That's what you have to consider. The reason why a lot of people feel lost in this matrix is because they're listening to their parents, their friends, and strangers telling them how to do their own shit, instead of actually following their own heart and going with what feels good. I know by me making videos, this feels good. Therefore, I never ever feel lost. Because guess what? By me going with what feels good, I took the opportunity to start making these videos, and guess what? I found my soul tribe, because your vibe attracts your tribe. And guess what, deep divers? I can never ever feel lost because I am connecting with people who remind me who I am every single day. You see, you can be in a crowd and still feel alone, and be alone and still feel complete. Slow motion this side. It's all a matter of perspective and perception. But go with what feels good today. Forget about if it's popular or not. I'm never ever lost when I'm skating alone, because I'm whole within myself. But when I was at work in the staff room and all of these different energies around me, I felt totally lost, isolated. But people were around me, but I didn't connect with them. Consider this. Start reconnecting back to your true authenticity. Go with what feels good today, deep divers, and stop feeling guilty about it. For example, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? Oh, that felt fantastic. Deep divers were just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. So that's what to consider if you ever feel lost. I don't feel lost anymore. I've told you. Deep divers, shout out to, oh, you like the shirt? Shout out to everybody who's been getting the amazing good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes. Got a question? Add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. And yes, the model search is ongoing. If you think you've got what it takes, add me on Instagram at Infinite Waters. Tell me why. Check out the new amazing book, Deep Divers. For information like this, Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon. Deep divers, I was lost, then I was found. Have a beautiful day. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep. Once again, stay well, stay healthy. Peace. I was lost, but now I'm found. And I just found the cat down the road as well. It actually went missing 2 days ago. Peace.